After 50, your brain can still stay sharp. Science shows it can grow stronger with the right habits. Stay physically active. Exercise is perhaps the single most effective habit for a healthy brain. When you move your body, your heart pumps blood rich with oxygen and nutrients to your brain cells. This improves energy, strengthens memory, and builds resilience. Walking briskly, swimming, or cycling can all stimulate new brain cell growth in the hippocampus, the area critical for memory. Studies show that people who exercise regularly have a 30 to 40% lower risk of dementia. Even short bursts of movement count. Taking the stairs, doing light stretches, or walking your dog adds up over time. Consistency is more important than intensity. After 50, joints may be stiffer and energy lower, but moderate daily activity keeps the mind young. Dance classes, yoga sessions, or even gardening bring benefits because they combine movement, coordination, and focus. If you can, aim for at least 150 minutes of physical activity each week. The key is to find an activity you enjoy so that movement becomes a joyful habit, not a chore. Eat a brain-friendly diet. Food fuels the brain. A diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods can protect memory and slow mental decline. The Mediterranean diet, built on vegetables, fruits, fish, whole grains, olive oil, and nuts, is one of the most studied and effective eating patterns. People who follow it show lower rates of Alzheimer's disease. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, sardines, walnuts, and flax seeds are especially important because they keep brain cell membranes flexible. Leafy greens like spinach and kale provide folate and vitamin K, which support cognition. Blueberries and berries are rich in antioxidants that fight oxidative stress. Meanwhile, excess sugar and highly processed foods inflame the brain and impair memory. Alcohol in moderation may be acceptable, but heavy drinking damages neurons. Coffee and green tea, on the other hand, can improve alertness and provide protective antioxidants. The goal is balance. Plenty of colorful plants, healthy fats, lean protein, and minimal processed junk. Over time, these choices literally build a stronger brain. Keep learning something new. Your brain thrives on novelty. When you challenge it with unfamiliar information or skills, it builds new connections. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it continues throughout life. After 50, learning is not just enrichment, it is protection. Taking up a new language exercises memory and focus. Learning to play piano or guitar trains coordination and auditory processing. Even experimenting with new cooking recipes forces your brain to pay attention. The act of struggling, making mistakes, and improving is exactly what stimulates growth. You do not need to master everything. The effort itself is beneficial. Online courses, local workshops, and books are abundant resources. Reading challenging material, rather than only light content, forces deeper thinking. Even switching your daily routine, like using your non-dominant hand or taking a new route home, can wake up sleepy circuits. A curious brain is a healthy brain, and curiosity keeps you young. Stay socially connected. Loneliness is harmful to both heart and brain. Humans are wired for connection, and social interaction literally protects the brain. Engaging in conversations boosts neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Sharing stories, laughter, and empathy reduces stress hormones. After 50, when children may be grown and careers slower, it is easy to drift into isolation. But staying connected is vital. Call old friends, join a community group, volunteer at a local charity, or participate in faith gatherings. Group activities like singing in a choir, playing cards, or exercising with others combine social and cognitive benefits. Research shows socially active seniors have better memory and slower cognitive decline. Technology can help too. Video calls with family, online discussion groups, or even social media, if used wisely, create meaningful contact. The key is not the number of acquaintances but the depth of relationships. Invest in people who lift you up, listen to you, and share life's journey. Manage stress and relax. Stress is unavoidable, but chronic stress is toxic to the brain. Cortisol, the stress hormone, can shrink the hippocampus and impair memory. After 50, the ability to manage stress becomes essential for brain health. Simple daily practices make a huge difference. Meditation trains attention and calms emotional reactivity. Deep breathing slows the nervous system and brings oxygen to the brain. Yoga combines physical movement with mindfulness, producing double benefits. Spending time in nature lowers blood pressure and improves mood. Even hobbies like painting, gardening, or playing music serve as relaxation therapy. Laughter is another medicine. It lowers cortisol instantly. What matters most is building a routine of relaxation. 5 minutes a day is enough to start. Consistency matters more than duration. When you handle stress well, your brain stays flexible and alert instead of rigid and tired. Get quality sleep. Sleep is when the brain does its housekeeping. During deep sleep, waste proteins linked to Alzheimer's are cleared away. Without enough sleep, toxins build up, and memory suffers. Adults over 50 should aim for 7 to 8 hours nightly. Quality is as important as quantity. Keep a consistent bedtime and wake time. Make your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid caffeine late in the day and minimize screen exposure before bed. Naps of 20 to 30 minutes can refresh the brain, but long naps may disrupt nighttime rest. Good sleep improves problem-solving, creativity, and emotional regulation. If you struggle with insomnia, gentle routines like reading, stretching, or listening to calming music help. Treat sleep as sacred. Your brain depends on it. Challenge your brain. Just like muscles need resistance, the brain needs challenge. Puzzles, crosswords, and Sudoku keep memory circuits firing. Strategy games like chess demand planning and foresight. Reading complex material or solving riddles engages deep thinking. The goal is effort, not ease. When a task feels slightly difficult, that is when the brain is growing. After 50, it is tempting to stick to routines, but mental effort is what builds resilience. Even learning technology, like a new app, strengthens focus. Try alternating hobbies. Switch from gardening to painting, or from reading novels to writing essays. Variety challenges different regions of the brain. Lifelong mental workouts reduce the risk of dementia. The brain that keeps thinking stays alive. Protect your heart and vessels. The brain relies on healthy blood flow. High blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol silently damage arteries that feed the brain. Protecting heart health means protecting cognition. Regular medical checkups are important. Monitor your blood pressure and sugar. Follow a balanced diet low in salt and trans fats. Stay physically active to keep blood circulating. Quit smoking if you haven't already. Even moderate exercise improves circulation. Remember that strokes, even small ones, can severely impair memory. By keeping your heart strong, you keep your brain supplied with energy and nutrients. Limit alcohol. Avoid smoking. Habits matter. Excess alcohol shrinks brain volume and slows communication between neurons. Smoking deprives the brain of oxygen and increases the risk of stroke. The good news is that improvements happen quickly when you quit. Within weeks, circulation improves. Within months, oxygen supply to the brain increases. If you drink, limit yourself to small amounts. A glass of wine now and then may be safe, but heavy drinking accelerates decline. Every positive change counts, and the brain begins to heal at any age. Find purpose and stay positive. Beyond biology, the brain thrives on meaning. Having purpose motivates learning, social connection, and resilience. People with strong life purpose show lower rates of Alzheimer's disease. Purpose can come from volunteering, mentoring younger generations, pursuing hobbies, or spiritual practice. A positive mindset also protects the brain. Optimism lowers stress and builds emotional strength. Gratitude practices, journaling, or simply reflecting on good things train your mind to notice positivity. The brain responds by wiring itself for resilience. At 50 or 70, having a reason to get up each morning keeps your brain alive. The brain can stay young even after 50. For more health tips, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications.